They can certainly try, but there are no guarantees that the negotiations will succeed because the TTP is not Afghanistan's problem. It's something for Pakistan to deal with, and it depends on the TTP and Pakistan how they go about it.
ماذا عن السلطات الباكستانية؟ هل يمكن أن تتعاون معها؟
Cooperation to a certain extent, yes. What the Taliban can do, the Afghan Taliban, and what they have done in the past is that they can bring the Pakistani Taliban to the negotiating table. But that's where the cooperation in this regard perhaps will end, because the Afghan Taliban cannot force the Pakistani Taliban to accept a peace agreement that they do not want to accept. So that probably will be the limit of how much the Afghan Taliban can cooperate.
ماذا عن إمكانية طردهم؟ هل يمكن أن تطرد طالبان أفغانستان طالبان الباكستانية؟
Now, driving them out is a very complicated issue, and I would like to elaborate this a little bit. So first of all, the idea that the Taliban, the Afghan Taliban, can drive Pakistani Taliban out of Afghanistan is oversimplistic for the fact that the Pakistani Taliban, like the Afghan Taliban, are also battle-hardened fighters. They've fought shoulder to shoulder with the Afghan Taliban against NATO troops. And they have the same weapons as the Taliban, and they are between 10 and 20,000 people. And the Afghan Taliban strength is questionable. Do they really have the military capability to expel the Pakistani Taliban from Afghanistan? That's a very important issue. And in addition, generally and historically speaking, when Afghans provide protection to others, they do not take away the protection easily. For instance, the Taliban chose to confront the US, and they knew most probably that their government would collapse, but they still did not go down to pressure, and they did not hand over bin Laden and company to the Americans. So in this case as well. And in addition, the Taliban have just come back to power in Afghanistan less than 1.5 years ago. Right now, they have two top priorities, their unity and also consolidating their hold on power. There certainly are sympathizers for the TTP within the Afghan Taliban. If the Afghan Taliban go about taking any military action against the Pakistani Taliban, it will create divisions within the Afghan Taliban, pro-TTP and anti-TTP. And that's something that they want to do. They do not want to do. And in addition, they also want to consolidate their hold on power. And more importantly, there are also ideological links between the Afghan and Pakistani Taliban. So even though Mufti Masud is the leader of the Pakistani Taliban, the Pakistani Taliban still consider the leader of the Afghan Taliban, Hibatullah Akhundzada, as their own leader and Amir المؤمنين. So it's very hard for the Taliban to take any firm action against the TTP or to expel them from Afghanistan.